You should be reminded that Nebraska exists, because soon Nebraska is probably going to be renamed Nabisco. Whatever corporation owns as much of the land in that former state as they want, they can name it after themselves. To be clear, Project 2025 is one of the largest land grabs in history. Individual owners are going to be forced off their land. It will be bought up by corporations. They might be allowed back onto the corporate farm as a worker at best minimum wage. But you know the way like real estate companies have been going in to buy up all the property and turning them into rentals so nobody can afford to buy anything? Consider that happening on a national level. Their ultimate goal is to run us out of money and resources. And the second Trump won, all those wheels started turning. All that started happening. I mean, true, we as Americans could sit down for a solid week. Nobody goes to work. Nobody does shit. Nobody does anything anywhere. I mean, we could stop it. But I can already hear you. We're going to have to hit a point where people are in so much pain that the concept of losing their job or their benefits, if they haven't already, would be less painful. No matter what, people are going to die. People are going to suffer. We're going to lose almost everything we've got. But don't worry, corporations and the Trump family will be fine. Oh, and don't even ruffle your feathers. The 1%ers, they're going to be A-okay. But this country will look different, and it will be renamed. I mean, maybe they won't not Nebraska anymore once they strip mine it. You know, once we shave down all the trees in the national forest and just create like endless landslides and dust bowls, maybe they won't be interested in it anymore. But this is kind of like their last chance. They want to take everything they can, and they want to get us back to the feudal system of lord of the land and serf. Now, the shortest way to do that right now is to eliminate the deficit, which will scare the shit out of the middle class that manages to hold on with just like a fingernail worth of grip. That's what will make them compliant. We've all seen this in World War II. This is, you know, the people who weren't shipped off in the first few waves. Everybody else who stayed behind was really well behaved suddenly. And then it's too late. We won't really be able to resist. The trees will be gone, the water will be toxic, the land will be stripped, and Trump's swallowers will continue to swallow whatever bullshit he spouts at them. We didn't strip mine that. No, that state's always looked that way. No, those toxic fumes, it's a great smell. It enhances the value of your state. Remember the days when Nebraska was called Nebraska. You know, District 8 is more accurate. In the near future. District 5, I don't know. They told us what they were going to do. They literally put it in a book that they had been working on for over 20 years. And then Trump put the authors of each of those chapters into office. And day one, they started initiating their plan. And people are fucking surprised. What? I'm losing my benefits? I'm losing my land? That's not what I voted for. No, it's exactly what you voted for. They literally fucking wrote it down. All those times Trump was like, haha, gonna take your land, haha, just kidding, not really, yes. Yes. Don't worry, they need some of you to work the land, but if they have their way, you'll never own anything again. Take the time to read Project 2025, Handmaid's Tale, Parable of the Sower. It will assure you about what's going to happen. There's a reason Trump's, monitors are trying to ban The Mockingbird as one of the books. It's dangerous. It's because it kind of spells out the end story. It's really fucking terrible when sci-fi becomes real life. But remember when it was called Nebraska. That might not be true for much longer. And those assholes fucking voted for it. They swallowed line after line of bullshit, and all because Trump told them you'll be pretty and you'll be rich, you just need to stomp on everybody else first. And glug 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 glug. That's exactly what those morons did. And they cursed us all in that fucking voting booth. Well, MAGA supporters and the 30% of the population who just couldn't morally. Yeah, well, I just can't morally have sympathy for your ass. But take the time to go to your nearest national forest. Take some pictures before one of the Kardashians turns part of the redwood trees into an aesthetically pleasing table in her living room and Instagrams about it. Remember the times when you could see a bald eagle safely flying in the sky. See if you can check out the orcas off the coast. You're going to have a lot of those in my day stories, and Trump's only 30 days into the plan. In my day, people owned property and had things called bank accounts. Animals were protected in the forest and the oceans. Women weren't chattel. People are not nearly mad enough, and they are still so fucking unaware. They're literally losing their homes, and they still aren't getting the point. So remember when it was called Nebraska. That'll be one of those memories you can cling to. You can hum yourself the 50 Nifty song someday as a memory of what was.